Hi everyone, can you hear me? Um, well, I hope you can. Okay, cool. I'm sorry for the delay. Hi
Okay.
everyone, can you hear? Let me just mute myself. Yeah. Hi everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. Um, I'm just setting up my screen because uh, before this there was another stream that was scheduled and I don't know how I made a mistake, but I did. And now I'm just trying to figure out what works best right now for me. I mean, I'm just trying to set up my screen so that I can read the comments and then I can also be yeah. Okay, yeah, I think this one fits well. Hi guys. Hope you're doing well. And this okay. I'm just reading the comments that I might have missed. I'm sorry for the delay, so there was some technical issues on my end. But we're here now. I'm 15 minutes late, but never mind. So there are a few books that we're going to pick up again today. And let me know if you guys would like to have guests on the stream where we can read favorite passages of different people and they can share their favorites and we can just have a beautiful discussion around words and literature in that case. Um, Hi, Kark Muban. I'm not sure if I pronounced your name right. Hey, Rigved. If you are not into books and if you're into movies and everything, I think Hindol does this streams with Disha on every Sunday, and um, they pick up multiple. Can you hear anything in the background? Okay, and they pick up vast variety of topics, so you can always enjoy them. That's my mother calling. I'm sorry. Okay. I am so sorry. There are a few more comments. Hi, Bala Prasad. Hi, Mayank. Hi, Vineet. It's just, I'm sorry about this. I'm kind of getting a lot of calls, and I'm a little stunned by the number of people remembering me right now. But yeah. So hi, Ayush. Ayush is here after a long time. But there are a few books that I picked up for today. Of course, the one is going to be Ocean Wong's On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. For those of you who do not know, we have a book club, and there is a thing called a book a month with Vaani that we've been doing this year, and we pick up one new book each month. And for the month of November, and it's kind of nice how there's a lot of dust on my mic, I'm sorry. For the month of November, which is our 11th book of the year, we have picked up On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. And in case you're not reading it, we're going to discuss this next week. And in case you're not reading it right now, please order your copies or just download an ebook and just join us as we read On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous and tag us on Instagram stories, write to us. I feel really good when people post about On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous or any book that I recommend. And On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous is a beautiful. Someone can hear the dogs. They're not my dogs. But let me see. Okay, you shouldn't be able to, but okay, never mind. Uh, but yeah. Hey, someone said new bookshelf. Hi, Jibin. How are you? Someone said new bookshelf in the back. I got this from the furniture market last weekend. Finally, there's some space for a few books. There are a few more books left. I think I need to get another one of these. This was actually not a book rack. The book racks that I liked were a little expensive, and I thought they were out of my budget. So I was like, I have to move houses eventually anyway, so why invest in something? Anyway, this is actually a shoe rack modified to be a bookshelf. But it looks nice, it looks decent, so it's here. And yeah, we have a new book rack and it's nice enough. I'm admiring it like right now. I usually don't keep these curtains closed, but if I don't keep the curtains closed, you'll get to see the ugly wall that I have. But yeah. Anyways, I'll just get into reading. This is let me know if you'd like a quick bookshelf tour. video. And I don't have all of my books here, but I just think some of these are nice, and we could do that. This is On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. I'm going to finish it over the weekend, although I'm yet to read a lot. But I think I'll read a line that left me stunned. Some of it, at least. And I've circled the page number. It's page number 62 for everyone who has the book. And for those of you who don't, and one day I pray to God, if He exists, that you'll buy the book and then you'll go on to page number 62. And this is it. There is so much I want to tell you, Ma. I was once foolish enough to believe knowledge would clarify. But some things are so gazed behind layers of syntax and semantics, behind days and hours, names forgotten, salvaged and shed, that simply knowing the wound exists does nothing to reveal it. Yes to the bookshelf too. Ah, that's nice. Thank you. Chess Fabricus has commented something. Have you ever had to move apartments with your books? Yeah, it's always so difficult. I know. What I usually do is I'll showcase this trick in the bookshelf tool, perhaps. Don't I sleep well? You guys are distracting me. I'll just finish this. It's just, I think it's hereditary by this point. The dark circles, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. Days I feel like a human being, while other days I feel more like a sound. I touch the world not as myself, but as an echo of who I was. Can you hear me yet? Can you read me? When I first started writing, I hated myself for being so uncertain about images, clauses, ideas, even the pen or journal I used. Everything I wrote began with maybe and perhaps, and ended with I think or I believe. But my doubt is everywhere, Ma. Even when I know something to be true as bone, I fear the knowledge will dissolve, will not, despite my writing it, stay real. I'm breaking us apart again so that I might carry us somewhere else. Where exactly? I'm not sure. Just as I don't know what to call you. White, Asian, orphan, American, mother. Sometimes we are given only two choices. While doing research, I read an article from an 1884 El Paso Daily Times, which reported that a white railroad worker was on trial for the murder of an unnamed Chinese man. The case was ultimately dismissed. The judge, Roy Bean, cited that Texas law, while prohibiting the murder of human beings, defined a human only as white, African American, or Mexican. The nameless yellow body was not considered human because it did not fit in a slot on a piece of paper. Sometimes you are erased before you are given the choice of stating who you are. To be or not to be, that is the question. When you were a girl in Vietnam, the neighborhood kids would take a spoon to your arms, shouting, "Get the white off her, get the white off her." Eventually, you learned to swim. Wading deep into the muddy river where no one could reach you, no one could scrape you away, you made yourself an island for hours at a time. Coming home, your jaw would clatter from the cold, your arms pruned and blistered but still white. When asked how he identifies his roots, Tiger Woods called himself Cablinasian, a portmanteau he invented to contain his ethnic makeup of Chinese, Thai, Black, Dutch, and Native American. To be or not to be, that is the question. A question, yes, but not a choice. I love this line. And for those of you who do not know, this is On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous, which is the book for the month of November. And we're going to discuss it next Thursday. And for those of you who are watching, do like the stream. The more you like the stream, the more it gets pushed around. And Sophie's World is a good book that's a combination of philosophy and fiction. Hi, Ritika. I've heard a lot about this book. I just haven't gotten around to picking it up yet. I think I judged it initially for being a little too contemporary, but I think I'm going to pick it up again and read it. Stranger by Camus. Yep, that's a wonderful book. I like how Rigved comes here every Thursday and he asks for book recommendations. And I want to know, Rigved, are you actually picking them up? Because everyone is so nice to recommend so many books to you. But I remember one time while visiting you all in Hartford. This must be a year or two after you landed from Vietnam. Paul rests his chin on his palm and stares out the window where a hummingbird hovers at the plastic feeder. I walked into the apartment and found you crying under the table. This is what Paul is telling Ocean Wong. I walked into the apartment and found you crying under the table. No one was home, or maybe your mom was, but she must have been in the bathroom or something. He stops, letting the memory fill in. I bent down and asked you what was wrong, and you know what you said? He grins. You said that the other kids lived more than you. What a hoot. He shakes his head. What a thing to say. I'll never forget that. His gold-capped molar caught the light. They live more, you shouted. Who the hell gave you that idea? You were only 5, for Christ's sakes. And now my favorite part is going to come. I mean, I underlined it. I underlined it again. I underlined it for the 3rd time. Then I put a star against it. And then, as if it wasn't enough, I wrote down the line. And then I shut the book and I was constantly thinking about it. But here it is. Outside, the hummingbird's whirring sound sounds almost like human breath. Its beak jabs into the pool of sugared water at the feeder's base. What a terrible life, I think now. To have to move so fast just to stay in one place. I'll just repeat that again for effect, in case nobody appreciates it the first time. What a terrible life, I think now, to have to move so fast just to stay in one place. And I think, like, even though like there's more in this chapter, I think I'll just end it here because this was the only reason why I read this until here. But for those of you watching, I just, by a raise of hands, how many of you have reached this part in the book? I mean, that would be nice, a show of hands. And then we won't pick up Ocean Wong again. Hey, hi Snehal, how's Masala Lab? I really want to pick up that book, but I'm just not sure if I should because I am not great in the kitchen, but I would really want to love. And someone told me Masala Lab is a wonderful place to start. Okay. I like how Rigved interacts with everyone. I also like your name, Rigved. Just joined the all. Hi, Sanat. Thank you so much. I'm doing well. How are you? 40 pages left. Oh, I am way behind. I have to finish half of the book, and I'll do so this weekend, and we'll be discussing it next weekend. Also, between I don't know how many people are watching, between the two of us, I also reached out to Ocean Wong on Instagram, but he's yet to reply, and I think he's only available on Instagram. So do post photographs on your Instagram, not stories, but like posts, and tag Ocean Wong and ask him to come join us on Thursday. But yeah, that'll be nice if you guys could do that. Hey Pokhraj, how are you? I was going to read a short story today, but then I remembered last time Pokhraj's reaction on the stream, and I was afraid to pick it up now. But I hope you're doing well, Pokhraj. Your non-fiction recommendations were wonderful last time. You should recommend more. And by the way, guys, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram or follow us on Instagram, but I posted about wanting to work with people who love to read. And if you guys like reading and if you guys would like to recommend books, do write to me on vaani@chalchitratalks.com. And I'm actually looking for someone who can recommend more books, like in the field of non-fiction or in general, any books that you like. I'm looking for people who are passionate about reading, who are passionate about books, and yeah, and I'm hoping that some of you would write to us. And if you guys would like to recommend books on Chalchitra Talks, do write to me, and just do reach out to me. Anyways, so there's this another book that I wanted to share with you. So there are two books that I have lined up for the evening. Thoughts on Books by Ryan Holiday. I just read Saheli in all caps. That's Pokraj. I want to be your reading Saheli. I thought we were Sahelis anyway. You're my Sakhi Saheli, Pokraj. That's wonderful. Snehal, okay, so far so good. The author's witty explanations actually made me more. Hey, okay, thank you. I would actually check out this book. Your bookshelf too. It's nothing nice actually, and so quickly, if you were to go by the top shelf, the shelf below the planter is mostly books on poetry. Books and poetry are everywhere, but this one is like a tiny stack, which I always refer to. The section below this is actually, I don't know how I've defined it. I think the only sections that are defined properly is the most are the last and the second last shelves, the shelf above it. Okay, these two shelves are not. I'm confused right now, but yeah. Discord se koi aaya hai kya? Nobody replies on Discord, guys. Like, are you even part of like a book a month channel? I don't know how many of you are reading it, anyways. I am a Sakhi Saheli who's graduated reading Saheli because we're Iraqi. Yes, you're my reading Saheli, Pokraj. Hey Vaani, currently reading. Oh, that's sweet. How is it, Diptava? Are you liking it? And I hope there's this book I wanted to share with you guys. It's called The Poetry Pharmacy. I mean, perhaps I should. How many of you guys would actually want to see the recommendation videos again on books? I haven't done one in a long time, and I think I'm going to do one pretty soon. But this is a book, The Poetry Pharmacy, Tried and True Prescriptions for the Heart, Mind, and Soul. And it says, sometimes only a poem will do. These poetic prescriptions and wise words of advice from William Sigart's dispensary offer comfort, delight, and inspiration for all. A space for reflection and that precious realization. I am not the only one who feels like this. Anyway. Hey, that will be nice, Pokraj. Hey, Arpit is here. Hi, Arpit. How are you? Anyways, so this is the book that this book is kind of nice. How pharmacy has prescription for all the things you're suffering with. The Poetry Pharmacy has prescriptions for everything, every mood of yours. For example, mental and emotional well-being. You've got poems when you're feeling anxious, when you have compulsive behavior, depression, psychological scarring, old age, purposelessness, insecurity, self-recrimination, making mistakes, inertia when alone, stagnation, emotional baggage, need for moral guidance. I'm just going through unrequited love, seeking one's soulmate, fear of the other, social overload. Let's pick up social overload, shall we? It's on page number 88. I just think it's a lovely book and the idea is actually nice. This is, for example, Vaibhav had this wonderful blog post about when in doubt, and he's written when he's in doubt, what are the things that he does. And this is like Poetry Pharmacy, like when you're feeling something, when you're feeling blue, what do you read? Okay. Oh, Arpit was raising his hands. Who wants book recommendation? Nice. Okay. Oh yeah, everyone, please like the stream, guys. So this is okay. This is a long one. Perhaps we shouldn't have done social overload, but anyway. Um, when I was a child, It's Best Society by Philip Larkin. When I was a child, I thought casually that solitude never needed to be sought. Something everybody had, like nakedness. It lay at hand, not specially right or specially wrong. A plentiful and obvious thing, not at all hard to understand. Then, after 20, it became at once more difficult to get and more desired, though all the same, more undesirable. For what you are alone has to achieve the rank of fact to be expressed in terms of others, or it's just a compensating make believe. Much better stay in company. To love you must have someone else. To love, you must have someone else. Giving requires a legatee. Good neighbors need whole parishfuls of folk to do it on. In short, our virtues are all social. If deprived of solitude, you chafe. It's clear you're not the virtuous sort. Viciously, then, I lock my door. The gas fire breathes. The wind outside ushers in the evening rain. Once more, uncontradicting solitude supports me on its giant palm, and like a sea anemone or simple snail there cautiously unfolds, emerges what I am. I like this. It's also suitable for need more alone time. This is a good book. And I think you guys will like it if someone is into poetry. Anyways, weekend plans. That's a good question. What are your weekend plans, guys? The mess done. Today is Friday. I'm surprised so many of us are still here in the company of each other, trying to read. Reading The Silent Patient right now. Oh, I've heard of the book somewhere. Arpit, no, yeah. Arpit, you have to read, yeah. Hi, Gaurav. I was reading from Poetry Pharmacy, which has subscriptions for everything you suffer from, the mood, and yeah. Kshitij Yadav, Madhushala. Oh, I like Madhushala a lot. I think it's so. I think more people should be talking about it. I mean, a lot of people talk about it anyway, but I think everyone knows about it. Nobody reads it. And I hope I find people who read it. What are weekends? What is a weekend? This is sweet. And Nishant, I'm so sorry. Hi, Vaani. Love the channel. You broke my read. Hey, Nishant. Thank you so much. What book are you reading? Arpit's streams are the best. Do check them out. Yes. Arpit's streams are the best. I mean, if you don't have any weekend plans, you should definitely check them. And you should also check him out on Instagram. I think he posted a reel today, and it was absolutely wonderful. I am not sure what we're doing anymore. It's like, I like how, the streams start out as, oh, we're going to read something today, and we start the class, and and somehow when we do start reading, we eventually end up, I don't know if we end up chattering about things that don't matter. Oh, Kia, I am on Catcher in the Rye. I was going to pick up Catcher in the Rye for the stream. Catcher in the Rye, sorry. Catcher in the Rye. And I don't know why I did not. I kept it back. But yeah, I need a new copy of Catcher in the Rye because my beautiful, lovely brother tore off the cover. So I'm looking for a new second-hand copy for myself. Hi, Samraj. How are you? Someone's reading Norwegian Wood. Anand is reading Norwegian Wood. That's lovely. Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. Did you understand the metaphors used in... I think I did, not all of them, but yeah. I'm reading The Three Body Problem recommended by Rohan Joshi. There was another actress, I think, Shreya Dhanvantri. She was also on the channel. She also recommended the same book. Would you suggest something in poetry, as I'm a beginner in this and not good in it? I am not sure, to be honest. I've realized with poetry, the more you read it, the more likely you're able to understand it. I mean, I've been discovering that lately. Every time, the mark of a good writing is that the more you read it, the more layers you understand. I've been reading The Veiled Suit by Agha Shahid Ali, which a very dear friend lent me. Or so I hope. I hope I didn't steal it. And there's Poetry Pharmacy, again, something that I bought very recently. And I have been reading quite a few ghazals lately. Ghazals, not sure what the correct pronunciation is, apt pronunciation. And I have been actually enjoying quite a few artists. Have you read Freedom from the No, I haven't. I haven't read any Jiddu Krishnamurti, but we have this book club on WhatsApp, and it's absolutely like he's recommended a lot there. Have I read Siddharth by Harm? Yes, I have. Starting Bombay Bulge. Oh, I haven't heard of this book. What is it about? Samiksha. Oh God, I sound like, oh God. I just sometimes I hate the way I talk, and I just have I have an eye roll moment inside my head, which I just did. Uh, but yeah, everyone should start from the English romantic poetry. Pokraj has said it. Pokraj has stated it for everyone that you should start from the English romantic poetry. uh, to be honest, I'm not sure. I mean, how do you? I would also recommend Faiz Ahmad Faiz to a lot of people who are starting poetry, because he's yeah, I think he's lovely. Have I read Narco? No, I haven't. Do you know any fictitious psychological books? Yes, I feel bored reading Gitanjali. I don't know. Yeah, I started reading. I read Gitanjali when I was in school, and there were just a few poems that I liked. I think I'm yet to. I mean, I think if I go back and reread it now, I would have a completely different perspective of it. And that's why I think it's a good habit to just keep on going back to books again and again, because you always come back with something you might have missed the first time. If there's an episode on me, it's going to be 3 hours. Hi, Vamsi Krishna. Any suggestions for philosophy? For beginners, I would recommend this series, which I don't remember now. Oh God. I've recommended a part of it in the book recommendation series. Oh God. Hippo and Platypus walk. I'm sorry about that. Hippo and Platypus walk into a bar, and wait, let me do a Google search real quick, because I think that is what introduced me to reading. Into a bar. That is what introduced. That is what made me. Plato and a platypus walk into a bar, not a hippo and platypus. Plato and a platypus walk into a bar it's by Thomas Cathcart, and they have another book. I don't know. I think this is 3-part books. This is the first part, and there's another part. It's Heidegger and a hippo walked through those pearly gates. So it's an absolute wonderful introduction to philosophy. I mean, it's very easy, explained to you with jokes, and I think everyone should read it. I think people who are really into philosophy are going to disagree, but this is what made me be comfortable with philosophy. Actually, I studied elective English in school and started with Wordsworth and I think I've noticed, like, when you recommend all these English poets to a lot of people, there they're not as comfortable reading it. And to be honest, I feel had I not read them in school as well, I might not have been comfortable with them as well, because there's a lot to interfere. But well, I could be wrong. Um, Nishant. Oh, Prisoners of Geography. I think that's a wonderful book. I am so glad you're loving it. Do I like to carry Kindle or paperback? I carry paperbacks and I also carry a Kindle because I don't know. Because I usually use my Kindle for papers, articles, and non-fiction. And then I also carry a little fiction because it never hurt anybody, right? Extra baggage. Carry it around everywhere. Extra baggage. Psychology books. Blink. Blink is a wonderful book. I would recommend Blink as well. I think Blink was the first non-fiction I read, and I realized it's good. Chinmay disagrees. Chinmay doesn't like Plato and Platypus. Oops. Please give me a recommendation, something. I will buy the paperback one. Something that will make you feel happy. The Little Prince by Antoine. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's right here. Give me a second. Oops. It actually sits under my table lamp. The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I need to have dinner. I hope we can chat about books and send you lots of materials. That'll be lovely, Pokraj. Write to me, Vaani at the Chalchitra or Vaani Mahesh on Instagram, VAANI. Man Koldov. I've heard about it. I mean, I have the book. Just am yet to around to reading it. Someone said I look like Raven from Teen Titans today. I don't mind. I mean, I liked Raven a lot. I still do. I mean, I just don't have the hoodie. Oh, wait. Raven is the girl with the eyes, right? Shit. Yeah. The hoodie. True. The Blue Umbrella. Oh, yes. That's a wonderful. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry. The Mestan had asked. The Mestan had asked, you want something feel good? And I am thankful to Gitanjali because she said The Blue Umbrella by Ruskin Bond is such a sweet read. Give me a second. Oh God. Gitanjali said The Blue Umbrella by Ruskin Bond is a sweet read, and that is actually a wonderful read. And now I'm forgetting the book I used to recommend a few months ago, The Book of Simple Living by Ruskin Bond. You're going to have the time of your life. It's a feel-good book. It's relaxing, and it will not make you feel good as in overwhelmed good. It'll make you feel good as in it'll calm you down. But yeah. Okay. Bye, Pokhraj. Have a wonderful time having your dinner. Thank you, Car Rock. Any good fiction books, Rigved, I want you to send me photographs of all the books that you buy after we recommend them to you on the stream. But if you're looking for a good fiction book, I actually have a book for you, Rigved. It's called The Insomniac City, New York, Oliver Sacks and I. It's not fiction, but it's a non-fiction. It's a memoir of sorts, and memoir of sorts. I think you'd like it. Yep, Snehal said another feel-good book from Hari's recommendation, The Book of Simple Living. Thank you for reminding me, Snehal and Gitanjali, of these books. Time stops at Shamli. Anything Ruskin Bond is feel good. I like anything Ruskin Bond. I remember when I was a kid, I wanted the Blue Umbrella so bad. And now I have a copy of it and I do not like the copy. So I'm constantly looking for a second-hand collection or a more beautiful collection of the Blue Umbrella. Hi, Samiksha. I am sorry for not Uh, I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to stream every Thursday at 9 p.m., but I'm here today. But any fantasy fiction? I am looking for fantasy fiction recommendations myself. For those of you who like Harry Potter, I am reading Harry Potter currently and I am loving it so far. I hate myself for not having read Harry Potter when I was growing up, but yeah. Uh, so if you guys, any of you are watching, have fantasy fiction recommendation, do write in the comments. And also, if you guys think you'd like to recommend books on the channel, do write to me on Vaani@chalchitratalks.com because I'm actively looking for people who'd like to contribute to the channel in terms of book recommendations. Kark Mubban, make a video on your book haul, please. That would be lovely. So you guys want a book haul video, you want a bookshelf tour. Arpan has said that, oh, the bookshelf looks different. I got a new bookshelf, so my books are, and I need another one, I think, because they're just everywhere. But they are a little more sorted now, and I'm happy about this. Brain Pickings by Figuring by Maria Popova. That's a wonderful book. The Good Earth. Ah, that's a wonderful book as well. I loved The Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy. Have you read The Rudest Book Ever? Hmm. I think I'm really enjoying what I'm really enjoying right now, if I were to tell you, I'm excited about finishing Ocean Wong's. I'm I don't know. I'm very proud of the November choice, Ocean Wong's On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. I'm looking forward to the discussion. If you guys would like to join it and be a part of the discussion live, uh, do write to me on Vaani@chalchitratalks.com or chalchitrabookclub@gmail.com and we'll have you guys over for the discussion and it'll be wonderful because I love the book. And I'm also reading a lot of Agha Shahid Ali. And I like how every time you pick up Agha Shahid Ali, you have to try and discover because he refers to a lot of text. And I wouldn't have known it had it not been for someone who introduced me to Agha Shahid Ali and they told me the references he's made to Faiz Ahmad Faiz or Ghalib and everything. And now I'm discovering more stuff because of him. And I like that rabbit hole. But I'm also reading, I'm also excited to read Real Estate by Deborah Levy. I wasn't able to finish it when I started it because I thought I couldn't associate or relate to it, so I stopped. But now I'm picking it up again, and I think it's the right time because, well, why not? Someone is recommending Things I Don't Want to Know by Deborah Levy. Oh, Read Things I Don't Want to Know. Yes, it's a lovely book. I've built my life around one of the quotes in the book. I also want to read Rachel Cusk. And there's this, I don't remember the name of the author, but the names of the books, and this, I think, 5-part or 4-part series are Autumn, Summer, Spring, Winter. So I don't remember the name of the author, but yeah. Midnight at Chernobyl. How many books do I read? I read as many as I like to. I mean, basically, I just leave books in between, which is a crime, which would have been a crime for me a few days ago. But I've just realized that I'm discovering more books through that and I'm discovering more ideas. And now, why I read is probably there was a time when I used to read books in order to complete them, and now I'm just reading them in order to gain more knowledge, more perspective. And therefore, I feel less guilty about leaving books in between. But yeah, Vishal Patil is here. Hi, Vishal. How are you? Please like the stream, guys. Hi, Saptarshi. Saptarshi is here. How are you? Almanac of Draval Ravikant. Absolutely, Stacking Ammo is absolutely right. It is absolute. It's a beautiful book for anyone who's struggling with the hustle. For anyone who's not sure how to balance work life, personal life, just a way to living. Are you into Urdu poetry and shairi? Hi, MB. I've just started getting into it. In fact, today I googled how to understand Urdu poetry better, and the stupidest answers came up, and I thought, I just need to, I don't know. But then I came across this book and I have clicked a screenshot of it. Someone on my feed had posted about it, and I'm trying to find it now, and I can't find it. Okay, no, here it is. This book is called Thinking with Ghalib by Amit Basol and Anjum Altaf, and they've picked up 30 verses and they're analyzing 30 verses by Ghalib and they're analyzing it. But yeah, I'm also obsessed with the ghazals by Kavita Seth and Suitable Boy these days. So I've been reading a lot about those. Muddat Hui, whatever. I'm looking forward to reading this. Oh, Sakshi, me too. Where did you read about it? I think I saw it on the Delhi Wala's post. Should we get Delhi Wala for Chalchitra Talks? Do let me know, guys. I'm kind of excited to ask him or learn like more about a few books from him that I see him post about. But I saw him post about desperately seeking Shah Rukh Khan, and I forwarded the post to one of my friends and I said, please gift it to me. But yeah. Oh yes, it's Ali Smith. He's written or she, I'm not sure. Desperate, so embarrassed. Okay. Any good Urdu poetry compilations? I am still discovering, so I can't say. I'm just going to Rekhta. I've become a Rekhta regular, and I'm trying to learn a lot. Hopefully, I'll become an expert or like close to. I'll have a mastery in terms of. I mean, I would be full of Urdu poetry in a few weeks, but yeah. I don't do horror, Mayank. You should have seen me in the ghost stream. I almost cried in the stream. So, I mean, the only horror book I know of is Goosebumps series and Ghost Stories of Shimla Hills. But I don't know anything better. Hey Prasad, thank you so much. Read Ghazals of Kumar Barabankvi. Thank you so much. I am not sure. I think it's already out. Desperately Seeking Shah Rukh Khan talks to you about how we've wronged the women who love Shah Rukh Khan because they love a certain ideal of romance and certain ideal in men, and how in India we've wronged those women. And it goes on to explain to you how we've wronged them and why we've wronged them. And it's just beautiful. Hindol, hi Hindol. Hindol is here. Loved reading On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. Hadn't read anything like this before, so it was quite fun. Oh, have you finished reading it and all? And oh, you see, I'm so glad you read 3 full books this year. This is wonderful. I'm currently reading Maid, Hard Work, Low Pay, and A Mother's Will to Survive by Stephanie Land after watching the Netflix miniseries. Oh, Sakshi. Oh, that's wonderful. Please connect with her. Maybe we can have her for the stream. We become desperate every time we get an author, someone who seems to be very mindful and someone will be wonderful to have a conversation with. But yeah, congratulate her for the book also, on her book. Sakshi, thank you. I get excited and then I just forget to complete my sentences. I started the book because my curriculum demanded, but now I realized how ignorant I was in so much. Which book are we talking about, Gaurav? Okay, I don't know. Urdu Poetry Fairs, Ahmed Fairs. Yeah, I don't think. So there was this interesting thing, and I want to buy this book, which is by Khushwant Singh. I think it's a collection of Urdu poetry. It's in pink color. I don't remember the exact name. So I downloaded the ebook to see if buying the book would be worth it, and then I forgot to buy the book. Absolutely stupid of me. But he starts the book telling you about Urdu poetry and everything, blah, blah, blah. And also there's this another, I don't know where I read it, but I can't remember the source, but someone said, and I've made note of it somewhere in my book, how Faiz Ahmed Faiz how in Urdu you usually refer, how all Urdu poetry is written for a lover, which could be your friend or a platonic relationship, a romantic relationship, or yeah, platonic relationship or a whatever. And then Faiz Ahmad Faiz came along and he made this lover freedom, and he wrote about Kranti and freedom, and it's absolutely wonderful how lover now has new meaning in his poetry, and I thought that was lovely. But yeah. And oh, someone said Muddat hui hai yaar ko mehman ki. I am in love with that ghazal, and I cannot tell you. I've been listening to it at least 5 times every day. There is another one, Luft. I'll just get the other one because I don't want to make a fool of myself. Lutf, Lutf wo Ishq mein by Farida Khanum. And I love her version. I mean, Farida Khanum is a goddess, of course. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. But Lutf wo Ishq mein, and it's absolutely, I mean, it's lovely, but I don't know. And I hope I'll discover more of these Tag Dilri and everything. There's another one, uh, ना रवा कहिए ना रवा कहिए ना सजा कहिए 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 हमें बुरा कहिए. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone is into ghazals, but do recommend me. Send me your recommendations, guys. I am in desperate need of those. Hey Mohit, thank you so much for liking the background. Give your house tour someday. Sure, someday. Um, maybe you should talk to someone. Why do I think I've read this book? I think I've read this book by Laurie Gottlieb. Thank you for the recommendation, Subhasri. What's my Goodreads? I am not very active on Goodreads. I'm not at all active on Goodreads. I think, yeah. Normal People by Sally Rooney. It's Urdu poetry, so this should qualify. Jia Jale is a compilation of Gulzar's songs with him explaining the writing in between. Hey, thank you for the recommendation, Hindol. Didi, please read every day. Oh, thank you, Karan. Everybody Lies by Seth Stephanies with Ron. Thank you. I would definitely. Books for bad mental health, asking for a friend. There's this book called, I think, there's this book on grief, H is for Hawk, which I absolutely love. And if you are going through something, I don't know what exactly it is that you're going through, but books that have really helped me when I was going through, I mean, I usually go for music then, or I watch shitty movies. So if Hindol were to ever host a quiz on shitty movies that never made any sense, I would probably win. But read Flights by, and I don't remember her name. Do listen to Dil Na Dana. I like Kavita Seth's version. I love Kavita Seth's version, and I love that line. हमको उनसे वफा की है उम्मीद जो जानते नहीं वफा क्या है. And I quoted it to someone just 15 to 20 minutes before the stream. I love Kavita Seth's version. I think I've become a fan of Kavita Seth, so much so that I was in the washroom today combing my hair, and I thought, why are we not trying to get her on Chalchitra Talks? But yeah, so that's that. I'm reading The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri. Yeah, that's nice, Saikat. Think Like a Monk. There's another book that has helped me, and I can't find it here. But yeah. Whenever I usually go to The Little Prince. But yeah. There are no shitty movies. Thanks, Hindol. I would tell that to myself when I feel guilty for watching. Well. Unbearable Lightness of. Hey, please read Bashir Badr. Thank you so much for this. We'll definitely try. Friends with her son. He's so cool. Whose son? Om Relekar. Are we talking about Kavita Seth now? Is there a way to get her? Any non-fiction you go back to again and again? Hey guys, list down the non-fictions you go back to again and again. This is Pramod is asking us this. The non-fiction I go back to time and again is Quiet by Susan Cain because I need that boost in life. But apart from that, I also go back to Tools of Titans, Tribe of Mentors, and the hard thing about hard things. And there's this essay. There are a couple of essays I go back to. Yeah, also. Kavita said, that's wonderful. Has anyone, by any chance... Okay, I had another book for the evening, but I think we are like long lost into reading, into discussing what we're up to. What are we reading these days? All of you watching, what are you guys reading at the moment? Apart from On Earth, We're Briefly Gorgeous. How do you find good poetry books? You just discover them, I think. You don't find good poetry books, they find you. Not really. But there was this book that I wanted to talk to you about, The Unabridged Journals of Sylvia Plath, that I absolutely love. Yeah. But well. Someone's reading Intimations by Zadie Smith. Hi, Mona Lisa. How is Zadie Smith's writing? I'm yet to pick her up and I'm just being very lazy. But how are her writings? What are your top 3 favorite romantic books? Definitely Pride and Prejudice. And then there is... It's not romantic, but there is a part in the book that's romantic. And I think that's one of the finest moments ever written in the history of literature. And everyone will disagree. But the book is called Where Angels Fear to Tread. And the book is by... forgetting the name of this. E.M. Foster. Can you believe I forgot his name? And the third book that I think is a wonderful piece of romance. A romance is flipped. And I'm forgetting the name of the author again. For me. I mean, there are multiple different romantic books which are way better. But I think I just like these books because of some emotional connect with them. I finished reading... okay, I lost the comment. So I was reading The 100-Year-Old Man Who Jumped Out of the Window and Disappeared. Zadie Smith is amazing. You should read her. Thank you. I'll try not to be so lazy. Yeah. I've started reading Amitav Ghosh. I picked up his first book. And I've already forgotten the name. I'm a disappointment. And it's absolutely wonderful. I'm also reading a lot about... So a friend of mine introduced me to a lot of books recently, and I'm reading all of them. And one of them is a book on Pahadi paintings, like paintings that came from Himachal essentially. And I've been reading them. And it's absolutely lovely. Perhaps I could show them to you in one of the future streams. There's also another book. I can't find my specs and I can't see without my specs. So I'm basically blind right now. But there's another book. Okay, I'm also enjoying A Movable Feast a lot by Hemingway. And I love the section. Yeah, I love a lot of parts. No, it's not The Glass Palace by Amitav Ghosh. It's about the slave in Egypt. Someone is planning to read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Good Vibes, Good Life by Vex King. That's nice. Okay. Do I read Osho? I haven't read a lot by Osho. I haven't read books by Osho, but I used to read articles because we used to have this subscription in our house, a magazine subscription for like 7 rupees. And it used to come, I think, bi-monthly. And there used to be articles of Osho in the magazine. It was like a very thin magazine. And it was really nice. And I don't remember. But there was this one article about relationships. I'll have to find it. I'm pretty sure it'll be in one of the old archives because I've always kept paper cuttings and whatnot. So it'll be there, but yeah. Any book you want to recommend to know more about India for beginners, of course. Hey, Subia, I don't have any book recommendations because I'm still discovering it because I'm trying to discover more about India myself. But okay, I did have a recommendation in mind now. I can't remember it. Um, I'm sorry. I'll remember it and I'll come back to this. Someone is reading Cosmic Comics. Oh, that's Noel. Hi, Noel. How are you? Um, oh yes, it's in an antique land by Ritik, not by by Mitav Ghosh. Thanks, Ritika. I'm also reading. Yes. I love figuring. I'm yet to finish it though. It's just every book I've started, I'm yet to finish it. Most of the books. I also started. Oh God. I am City of Jinns. I want to read this one by William Dalrymple. And there's this book that I really, really want to read, and I'm not able to get my hands on it because it's not available on Amazon, and it's not even available on. I couldn't find it anywhere, and I bought whatever there. I discovered Sofia Tolstoy very recently, the wife of Leo Tolstoy, and I was trying to find her works, but the only book that I came across was the one that I eventually ordered, and it has her collection of diaries, some of her writings, and photographs and diaries of Countess Sofia Tolstoy. And it's nice, but it's not good enough because it doesn't have all her writings. Like she did her own version of all Leo Tolstoy's work. I'm sorry about the crackers in my background. And I can't remember the name of the books that I wanted, but I think they're lovely, whatever stories I put. India After Gandhi by Ramchandra Goa. Wow, someone is Brothers Karamazov, Part 1 down. Please recommend a feel good book. Can you refer a book for better character building and overcoming fear? Hi, Pavan. I don't know. There are so many crackers in the background. See, I've always believed character building comes from reading children's books because that's essentially most of them are written in a way that builds the character of kids. And if you I just keep on going back to children's books for the same. Tolstoy. It's Tolstoy. I do not even know what's happening now. Okay. I don't even know what's happening in the comments. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't reveal my age online. Whispers 19. Oh, we have teenagers here in the chat now. Sweet. How does it feel to be young without backaches? Hey everyone, please do like the stream, subscribe to Chalchitra Talks. Yes, please. Someone is reading Dostoevsky at the moment. Should have just said to Om, can I get your something we shall discuss about reading? Shouts, please. Hey, we're making matches. We're building. We are the reason of a lot of behind. a lot of friendships now. Do not forget us when you actually meet in person, because you found each other in the chat section of Chalchitra Talks. Okay. What do I think of Murakami? I think he's nice. Everyone should read him. Do I read him myself? No, I've only read a couple of his works and then I was tired. Let's figure out something from the unabridged journals of Sylvia Plath. Oh. It's just every time I pick up Sylvia Plath, I become a little too sad for a few days. And so I avoid reading her, and I'd only do her once a month when I am certain I'm not going to cry or feel bad, or I'll be able to get out of bed the next day. But in any case, if you guys would like to collaborate with us in terms of book recommendations, do write to me at vaani@chalchitratalks.com, and I'll get back to you, because I'm looking for people who'd like to collaborate with us for book recommendations, and that'll be amazing. And before I go, I would just like to recommend one ghazal. It's by Daag Dehlvi. लुत्फ वो इश्क में पाए हैं कि जी जानता है, रंज भी ऐसे उठाए हैं कि जी जानता है. So that'll be amazing. But someone has commented, and this is the last comment I'm going to address. Anirudh, you should definitely do a bookshelf tour. It's long overdue. I mean, hi Anirudh. I hope you're doing. I do want to do a bookshelf tour. It's just, I wasn't doing the bookshelf tour because all my books were all over the place. I sorted them finally because I got one bookshelf and I thought that'll be enough. It's not, clearly, I need another one. And that's when I actually discovered a few books that I did not know I owned. But I will try to give you guys a bookshelf tour. I'm just not sure if I'll be happy with it, because half of my books are elsewhere, half of my books are at home, and it just feels incomplete. Perhaps in a few days, maybe I'll give you an incomplete bookshelf tour. How long have you gone without reading? 1 month, 2 months, 1.5 months. I think I did not read anything in the month of mid-September to mid-October. I wasn't reading anything. Yeah. Maithili, hi, all the best for your exams. Scrap show. I'm sorry I missed your comment. Hit a like. Yes, guys. Thank you. Do like the stream. And thank you for joining. I'll be back on Thursday, 9 p.m. And next Thursday, we're picking up the book for the month of December. And we're going to discuss On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. Just by a show of hands, please be there for support. And if you guys would like to join the stream, and if you haven't joined any of our previous streams, do write to me at chalchitrabookclub@gmail.com or vaani@chalchitratalks.com, and it'll be absolutely wonderful. And I would love to discuss the book with you. And apart from that, if you guys have any recommendations for the December read, although I've already picked up what the book is going to be, but I just don't want it to fall short, because I think On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous is just beautiful and nothing can up it for a few weeks at least. But thank you for joining, guys, and I'll see you guys soon. And I'll just end the stream.